What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventurer 1994 here, and today is Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. It's been an entire 11 days at school now, counting the weekends, and right now, it said that we might be coming back April 1st, but I think Kyle was right. They might expand it because this virus is really, really bad right now. That's not the only reason why I came in here and make a video. Something tragic happened to Kyle's family. And this is a response video to that. On Saturday, March 21st, the day after the first day of spring, Kyle and his family had to put down their Boston Terrier Buckner. He's gone now. He lived for a good 12 years, and he would have been 13 this upcoming June. There was a lot going on with him. He was just like really old, and he's been having a lot of problems. It's been really sad lately for everyone. 2020 is just like falling apart for everyone right now. Especially us and Kyle. So Kyle, I'm sorry for what happened on Saturday. It's really hard to lose a family member or a pet that's especially been your family for so long. When he first got Buckner, I didn't even know who Kyle was yet. That was like 2 years before I knew who he was, back in 3rd grade. But I was in 1st grade. I was going to the 1st grade that year in 2007. But I was completing kindergarten once he was born. He did live a good life, but it just came down to this day where we had to say goodbye to him. Don't worry, he still has his other dog named Guinness. The mix between a pug and a Boston Terrier. That's why I heard, that he's a mix between a pug and a Boston Terrier. And I have a 12-year-old pug who was born in December 2007. It was like 1 month before I left for Disney in 2008, and I remember when we first got her. She was really small, and now Bella's just getting really old too. But she's really healthy right now, so I'm not too concerned right now. Buckner lived a good 12 years. He had a good life, so. But it still comes to an end to this day. And I remember back in July 2018 and August of 2018, during the summertime, where I actually went to Kyle's house to see him for the summer. And when I went over to Kyle's house 2 times, the dogs were like excited to see me. They were like really happy to see me. Kyle's dogs loved me a lot. I like felt their affection and everything. I was like feeling the affection from the dogs, and his dogs just loved me, and that comes to an end. So I'm not gonna see Buckner anymore because he's gone. Done. Yeah, it's really hard that Buckner only came close to me like 2 times from when I came over to the house twice. Buckner was like a really nice dog. Really nice. And so was the other one, Guinness. They were both great dogs. But Guinness is still around, thankfully. So, I'm sorry it has to all come to an end this year. Kyle was right. This is not a really good school year after all. My school year was really good for the first half of the year, and all of a sudden, once it was closed for 2 weeks, it just fell apart like this. And 2020 is just a plain bad year. It just got bad from the very start of the year. And now I don't have hockey for a while. And here I am, like, every night watching either SpongeBob or Rugrats, hoping that things are gonna change. I'm, like, watching these shows and, like, stress right now, and I'm, like, hoping that tomorrow's, like, a new day. Hopefully it changes a little bit, but it's just getting worse from here. I'm just getting more angrier with the year. I'm getting more angrier with the school year. I'm getting more angrier for what's going on. It's just really hard right now. I have nothing. And I remember limping from a bad toe in January too. I was like limping in my school in the hallways. So 2020 was bad for me in the start of the year too. I just walk into the new year, and all of a sudden, bam, it just turns bad from here. 2019 was a way better year than this. But I just gotta say now that this is another bad school year. And considering what happened when my Disney trip was over and I had a flight canceled, I had to stay overnight at the airport, and I got chased by a homeless man the next night. It was a homeless guy that keeps talking to himself, and he keeps on appearing in my local Taco Bell and 7-Eleven. He's always hanging around my local highway. And I got chased by him the next night after returning back from New York. Returning to New York from Disney. And after a rough night being trapped at the airport all night until 7 in the morning. While I was on the plane to Boston, the sun was coming up once we were getting ready to depart Orlando, finally. I was there for like 18 hours, from 1 in the afternoon to 7 in the morning. And I was just angry, I was exhausted, I just wanted to go home. So this year has just been a really bad one. I thought the flight cancellation incident was just one bad thing to happen that shouldn't affect my whole school year. But with the coronavirus and everything, this year has just gotten worse. Things are just making a turn for the worse, and I'm hoping they don't close the whole school down for the rest of the year. The two worst things that happened so far this year were the coronavirus to shut everything down, and Kyle losing Buckner, his sweet Boston Terrier. He was a good dog. He loved me. He loved me when I came over to Kyle's house. Buckner loved me. And his other dog, Guinness. So, I'm sorry for what happened, Kyle, and I guess that's it. Bye.